Overseas fans are hurting anime, says Frieren director. So essentially, the Frieren director says that he has voiced concerns about the current state of overseas anime fandom. Pretty much, he's really saying here that, like, hey, people internationally, the US or the West or in the UK, he says that, like, it's hurting anime that these people here are preferring anime that is not of high quality in terms of, like, what is popular or what is successful or what is good. And obviously, this relates towards the anime of the year, according to Crunchyroll, and that is Solo Leveling. So there's an anime here called Solo Leveling, and it's essentially just a guy out there like being like an Omega Chad. It's pretty much a self-insert anime of this one dude kicking everyone's butt, being really cool. He gets bitches.
All I said was that Solo Leveling.
Oh boy, he said it. He said the S word. He said the S word.
Deserved to win Anime of the Year. That's it. You're sick in the fucking head. You think we want to hear whatever story you telling when you ain't even care about Solo Leveling not having one?
Brother, Solo Leveling, come off it, bro. You you think Solo Leveling is peak? Then you probably thought Akame ga Kill was peak like 10 years ago. Solo Leveling is not peak, bro. That's crazy. If you think it's genuinely like the best thing ever, you must be under the age of 18. There's no possible way. It's literally only good if your brain is underdeveloped.
I'm genuinely not shitting on people for saying this, but I think, like, if you think it's the greatest show of all time, I would guess that you're a guy, you're age like 12 to I'd say 23, and you probably watch a lot of shows like this, but have not gone deep on shonen shit, not gone deep into the back catalogs.
What? Wait, look! I'm putting on, look, Solo Leveling. I just put on Solo Leveling. Look at the screen. Look at it. The aura forming. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I would say there is more character development and backstory in the first episode of Frieren than there is in the entirety of Solo Leveling.
It just wasn't very interesting. It was basically every other character getting their head kicked in, being like, I hope Sung Jin Woo shows up soon. And it was like, I just didn't find it that interesting.
I really enjoy Solo Leveling, but the amount of glazing it gets is insane. Have you even watched Frieren?
No.
That makes sense.
Frieren is a wonderfully crafted 5-course meal made by a loved one. Solo Leveling is McDonald's, but fuck, we all need a Big Mac sometimes.
But the general consensus is that Frieren is objectively a better anime than Solo Leveling here. And there have been a lot of people already making fun of Solo Leveling and have been saying that if you enjoy Solo Leveling, you're kind of an idiot, or you're a super casual, or you're somebody who isn't that literate when it comes to analyzing the quality of anime. So let's go look at the comments over here, because I love to see what people have to say. So first off, it's a free market and everyone can choose. You don't have to cater to everyone. The global market will decide what they like or not. There are 50 plus anime series each season, and I'm sorry if I prefer the usual full action shonen over yaoi romance. Okay, sure. Not that many people are into yaoi romance, but okay. But no one's stopping you to create one of those yaoi, by the way. Last time they say global don't matter, but now we are the problem. Okay then, like, once again, you're free to like a shonen battle action anime. You're free to like any anime you want though, but if we were to have an actual real discussion as towards what is like the best, or what is like the best like show or movie or video game, we need to like clearly think here under like an objective parameters here. And I get that's really hard for a lot of people who are media illiterate though, but we can safely say if something is good or something is bad. Actually, people can generally admit though and make a strong argument in case that Avengers Endgame is a fun, good movie. People can generally say that actually, or like any of the animated Spider-Man movies are awesome. We can objectively say that. You are free to like anything, and it's your call as to what you find enjoyable, but if you were to say that paint drying on a wall is objectively better than any of the animated Spider-Man movies, then at that point, actually, no, it's not about personal taste anymore. Like, you're wrong. You're objectively wrong if you say that, like, people pooping or the wall being painted is a lot more interesting or a lot more better than something that actually is of higher quality. To me, that just doesn't make any much sense. Bro is mad that people like Solo Leveling than his mid Frieren. Yes, I say a lot more people like Solo Leveling than Frieren, but that's not saying Frieren is mid. I think if you show 100 people and they gotta watch the whole series of Solo Leveling and then watch the whole series of Frieren, most of them will say Frieren is a lot more better. It just Solo Leveling is a lot more digestible to a lot of people. Relate, Philippine TV drama shows tend to gravitate towards generic, obviously well-tested tropes so much that creative endeavors are thrown out the window. Yes, as somebody who's watched Filipino TV shows for 30 years now, you can watch any Filipino TV drama show and everyone is a trope. Like, these people here don't really have characters, they just follow a set of characteristics from tropes here, and there's almost nothing original or creative about Filipino TV drama shows. You can have a bingo card of all the tropes and all the characteristics that you typically see in multiple Filipino TV drama shows here, and that is true. So my family and my parents, like, they love this stuff though. They love it. It's very comforting. It's very comforting when they watch like Filipino TV drama shows and they know exactly what is going to happen. And I don't, once again, there's nothing wrong with that though, but it is true though that because of people wanting to watch shows more for comfort instead of like trying to go for an experience, it does lead to a lack of creativity. So is it Americans who want every anime to be, I'm an X reincarnated as a Y in Fantasyland working for the Demon Lord? Truth be told, yes actually. One of my friends told me this, and I'll never forget this, where he says that anime is supposed to make you feel good, not make you remind you how much of a piece of shit person you are. And once again, depression and loneliness and isolation is a big issue currently in the States at the very least. And so it is very comforting to watch something that you're familiar with than something that will actually make you think about yourself and reflect on your life, really. Takopi's Original Sin has to be one of the most saddest shows I've ever watched in my life. It is just 6 episodes straight of just straight depression, going over some really dark themes, and I can guarantee you right now, a show like that though isn't going to win Anime of the Year. It's a very good show that goes over dark topics and themes that have not been explored all that much in a way that really just crushes your heartstrings. But because of a show like that does crush your heartstrings, and especially considering people are already going through a lot of difficulties in life as it is, it's not going to be a show that a lot of people are going to clamor to watch. Once heard Japanese executives say that Western audiences had no impact on the production of anime, so which is it though? I guess it depends on the studio. If the studio has the goal of like trying to make this ultra popular anime that can go reach out and it can go entertain the masses, or you know this already, there are some animes that are purely trying to be meme worthy. Like Noko-chan, where the whole point, the whole marketing is based around trying to be as memeable as possible to get the popularity to skyrocket up though, so people can talk about it and watch it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like right now, there's a dumb video game right now about like 100 men versus one gorilla, and it's just a meme. It's just a dumb meme that people talked about, and yet there's somebody who made a video game about that, and this video game looks terrible. Like there's literally a gorilla like just shitting on human beings in that game. It looks terrible. It looks like a Unity asset flip. No, I'm wrong there. It is a Unity asset flip that was made within the course of a day. But people are still going to play that game because it's for the lulz and for the memes, and there will be content creators who are very popular with millions of subscribers who will play this dumb game on Twitch or on YouTube or on Kick, and that will get the guy a lot of money despite putting little to no effort in making a good quality game. Because for the creator of the game of 100 men versus one gorilla, like the goal isn't to make a good quality game. The goal is to make something and to make a lot of money. This serves the purpose of work smart, not hard, but this has been misconstrued towards people like, hey, work for money and not work for passion. Which is why I recommend people to expand their anime beyond the usual stuff, cuff battle shonen cuff, and try comedy or a slice of life or something. There's more to anime than dudes punching each other. That is true, I agree with you, I'm giving you a like, boom. What? I thought the crushing popularity of Isekai Slop was mostly fueled by Japanese anime watchers. Yeah, initially it was fueled or it's based around anime watchers, but then it just spiked up in popularity, especially Isekai in the past 10 years. I can safely say this right now, if you are a Gen Z or a millennial, you love Isekai Slop, and Gen Z and millennials are not the most mentally healthy people nowadays. He's right, promoting anime to tourists was a mistake. True anime fans watch everything. currently watching 30 ongoing summer series. You're not wrong there. You're not really wrong there. Like a lot of anime enthusiasts will watch like 7 anime over the course of like 2 months. Some even do a lot more than that. For me, I watch maybe like 4 anime per month, and I try to finish a whole series over the course of a whole month though. That's just me personally. Not everybody can do that. Everybody has different lives. I get it though, but really, once again, we should be rewarding those with passion, with creativity, more so than just slop. I'd have to say that. That's why Japan dropped 7 isekai anime with titties longer than the actual plot of the story per month. The industry is chasing easy profits. If you take a chance like Studio Ghibli or K-pop Demon Hunters, you sometimes hit huge. Note the word sometimes. You just never know. Take a swing. There's like so many isekais. I do have to agree with you that there are a lot of high quality anime out there that do get popular, that do get traction, like Frieren. Sadly though, it is a uphill battle to climb. Once again, a lot of studios now are going through the Western mindset of like work smart instead of working hard, which also means work for slop and be efficient instead of working for the passion. Totally agree. Majority fans outside Japan only know the big 3 and couple of trending anime like Solo Leveling, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, and basically that's the definition of anime to them. True. Some people have a very closed mindset when it comes to what anime should be, and so any anime that doesn't try to be shown in battle to them is an anime. You'd be surprised there are people out there that do exist that think like that. I'm watching Frieren right now. It is fantastic. However, foreign anime viewers aren't the reason there's a billion I Was Resurrected animes. Well, yeah, anime studios are doing a lot of like isekai resurrection animes, and they do it though knowing that it's easy to make and that there is a market out there for them. Which, by the way, is kind of messed up though. The reason why like the huge resurrection animes are a big deal, or isekai animes are a big deal, is because a lot of people are just going through a sad life and they just want to reset their life over again. Like, I really believe that if more people were a lot more mentally healthier or more secured with themselves emotionally and physically, I don't think like isekai animes or resurrection animes would do all that well. Are overseas fans hurting anime? No, overall, not really. But it does instill the idea of like what matters more. Trying to make something of good quality or of good content, or trying to get popular and make a lot of money. Not everybody wants to be the uber popular person who makes a lot of money. Not everybody wants to be an uber Chad. Not everybody wants to relate to somebody like Song Jin-woo. All right then. So really, it is your call over here more than anything else. Tell me your opinion on this. Actually, do you think overseas fans are hurting anime? What's your opinion on consumers having the right to choose whatever they want to enjoy? Do you think it is a good idea, or are you perfectly fine with people aiming low or aiming mid in terms of the type of content that they want to go watch or what to listen to? Tell me, put it down in the comments actually, and I'll read it for you guys here. Once again, I am the Showpa Man. Thank you for watching this, and until next time, see y'all later.